Hello and welcome on into the FCS Huddle. We've got another big show for you. I'm Elliot Schall, alongside the FCS Senior Editor for Stats, Craig Haley, as always. Now the season is rolling and rolling and rolling. We're already into our second weekend in October. And I'll tell you what, the top 25, other than Jacksonville State, really, some teams really seem to be, moving in and out. And you can't ignore some of these teams that are just, having a year that nobody really saw having. And one of those teams is University of North Dakota. Now, what can you kind of tell us about this team?
Sure. I mean, as you know, they kind of live in North Dakota State's shadow, but they have a long history, especially on the Division II level. They're just off to a great start, 4-1. They're first ranking, number 23 since 2011. They're winning close to the vest kind of games, physical, try not to make mistakes. They have a terrific linebacker in Will Rattel. Great run game so far with John Santiago, who's a freshman. They're just doing well. They're building on the momentum they had last year in November under Bubba Schweigart, their second-year coach. They're just winning close games and doing it right. Absolutely.
And along the lines of North Dakota, what are some other teams we could see maybe making, having a huge jump in some of these rankings come conference play?
Sure. I think surprise teams are generally ones that were maybe 500 or below the year before that kind of sneak into the race, get off to a good start, and suddenly they've arrived. I think Furman's a great example. I mean, 2 years ago they were in the playoffs, but they took a step back last year, decimated by injuries, and were not a very good team. But this year, they've already beaten an FBS team, Central Florida. They have great players on defense, especially their linebackers, Carl Ryder, Corey Magwood. Trey Robinson's a great safety. They really have the pieces. I think the problem is that they have a lot of tough games on the road in conference play, the Southern Conference. They're going to have to win on the road. I mean, this week they're at Chattanooga. That's a big one. But they're certainly a team to watch. And there's other teams. I mean, Southern Utah's off to a great start, 2-0 in the Big Sky. They have NFL players in Cowser and Killebrew on defense. I think there's so many upstart teams out there. The question is, can they beat the top teams in conference play, the teams that are favored? Some of them will pull an upset, but you really got to do well against a long schedule.
Absolutely, and we're getting closer and closer to some of these big games. So definitely pay attention, and seriously, keep up to date on these rankings, because I'll tell you what, some of them could easily change, and we're going to have some potential upsets. You heard it right here from Craig Haley, and be sure to check out the website fcs.football, and also on Twitter at FCS_stats. And, of course, follow Craig Haley at Craig Haley. That's going to do it for us today. I'm Elliot Schall. Thank you for watching.